The mighty Orphan League, the protectors of this world, the heroes, the champions selected to defend against the monsters. Fishman, Supreme Man, Vampire, Green Martian, the Speeding Bolt. Each one of them a hero in their own right. Starting with Fishman. He was a man born between two worlds, a world of lands and a world of oceans. He enjoyed living with his father on the beach and wondered where his mother lived. One day, his father told him the tale that his mother was from the seas and that he was from the beach. After the birth of Fishman, his mother passed. Outraged, Fishman ran into the ocean and swam for hours. Sometime later, Fishman had some clarity and swam back to his father, only to see his home ablaze. Marked on the burnt building was, "Isn't it funny?" He was petrified. He vowed to protect the people from evil like this. Later in life, he joined the mighty Orphan League, pledging his loyalty to protect the people. Then we have Supreme Man. Supreme Man was born on a planet made of ruby with bits of toxic emerald sprinkled about. One day, the star housing the planet, Emeraldton, goes supercritical and turns into a black hole. His parents rush him to an escape pod, saving his life. He lands on a planet called Super Orphans, adopted by people who own a lovely ranch. Then, tragedy strikes. The ranch was under suspicion of housing a powerful alien. His parents are taken, and he has to reveal his origins. Shocked, the captors released his parents and promised to not reveal his secret. He was lied to. The information spread to a man known as Jester. Once Jester knew, he quickly planted a bomb he knew Supreme Man would find. The bomb and people were both fakes. His parents were trapped in a box of lead with no holes. He was devastated. He took a walk through the park when he saw a mysterious man sitting on a bench. He was asked to join the Orphan League to stop people like Jester from harming any more people. He swiftly agreed. He would from then on be known as the Mighty Supreme Man. The Speeding Bolt. Speeding Bolt was energetic almost since birth. He was always up for a run. Him and his mother loved running. But when he was around 9, his mother was killed by a man dressed in all yellow. Her death was so fast. If he had merely blinked, he would have missed it. Something he wished he had done was blink. Even though the man who had killed her was fast, this didn't stop him from running. Instead, it kept him running. He had become determined to beat the man that killed his mother. There was nothing that would stop him in his tracks, and if someone did try to stop him, he'd simply run faster. He did eventually realize that he couldn't stop the man that killed his mother, so he joined forces with Vampire and the rest of the members of the Orphan League. He knew that together they could stop anyone else from experiencing the things they had all experienced. Green Martian, a man from another planet. Green Martian was born on Venus, a planet constantly ablaze. One day, he decides to leave the planet against his parents' will, an action he would later realize to be a mistake. His biggest mistake. After years of flying, he reached a planet called Super Orphans. Intrigued by the people, he decides to stay on the planet. Some years later, a boy crashes down on the planet, later to be known as Supreme Man. That's when he begins to think about his parents. and why they would be so distraught by his leaving. Coincidentally, that's when the ghosts of his parents appear before him. They said, "Son, we needed you. You were the gifted one. You were the being keeping the planet from the sun's deadly rays." Green Martian immediately dropped to his knees with tears in his eyes. He said, "Why didn't I just listen?" This feeling brought him to do good things in hope that his good deeds would pay off his debt of abandoning his planet. So he did the best thing he could think of. He joined the Orphan League, becoming forever known as Green Martian. And finally, we have the leader of the mighty Orphan League, Vampire. Vampire was born into a wealthy family. He loved his parents. One day his father said, "How about we go see a play?" He responded, "What play will we be seeing, father?" "One about the Battle of Armageddon." He responded. The son had agreed to go see the play with his mother and father. During the play, a bat flew off the stage and towards young Gek, that being Vampire. He was scared and asked if he may leave for some airs. His parents escorted him out of the building. They took a wrong turn down an alleyway. That was when a young man, only a few years older than Gek, shot both the mother and the father. As the father's dying breaths, he said, "Be strong for me, Gek." The shooter then ran. Deeply scarred, Gek screamed for help, but there was no one, not a soul around to help. As he held his father's dead hands, it was at this moment he realized he would have to be the one to help. He would put an end to the schemes. He would be a monster in the night, a monster that would terrorize anyone who dared to harm another soul. He would be the vampire. And that is the Orphan League, the combatants against the Laughing League. Comment down below which team would you like to join. That is, if you can. I mean, if you can. Yeah, these are the commands, by the way, if you were wondering. Yeah, these are all the commands for the superpowers. Yeah, lots of stuff to these. And these are the crafting recipes. I have to patch up the glass and put a glass box around these. But I hope you guys are excited for the server. A link to the server will be down in the description if all the members have, if all the characters have already been selected. You will not be able to join. But if you are fast enough, you could be one of the characters that have not already been selected. As of the recording, there's only 2. Alright, bye. Make sure to read the rules. Bye.